Better by yourself. Came out this fourth quarter, knocked a couple points off of it, maybe hit a couple shots, got yourself going, got a steal or two. You're gonna feel a lot better than if we just kept like, I'm tired, I'm gassed, like we're down. Like don't take your foot off the gas, just keep going. It's a really nice opportunity having such a young team. Obviously it'd be great to have foundation from a program that's got returning players that have been here before, that know what we're trying to do in terms of like building an environment. But we also have a really nice opportunity with so many young players and so many inexperienced players that we can build it the way we want. So I think our biggest things is we want to make sure that we're putting forth a lot of effort. We want to make sure that we're a team that hustles and a team that competes.
So Sarah, you guys are going through a coaching change now. What is different about this year from a coaching philosophy?
I think the main thing is still being influenced by what we have and the players that we have and the type of like what they contribute to the team. And so the coaches this year have still been really have been preaching more than any coaches I've had so far. Been preaching for everyone really like use their voice and like emphasize everyone's roles rather than just a couple players doing all the work.
Having a leader like Sarah on your team, what has that done for you, coming in and having a new program?
Sarah's fantastic. She's obviously incredibly skilled. I think, Sarah rolled her ankle in the preseason. I think she is probably a little bit frustrated in the time it took for her to come back. But having her leadership and having her around, I mean, it's in terms of like being a new coach, it's great to have somebody like her who she's in a boot. She's in an ankle brace for the last 3 weeks and still coming to practice. She's still there doing everything that you want a leader to do. So it's great that somebody who is probably the person we look to for the most experience, other than Cammie, and someone who's got this opportunity to take a day off or to not show up, still shows up, still supports the team even if she can't physically be out there on the floor. She was definitely a great leader during that time.
It's definitely a lot more like fun and a more like open place to get better and kind of create new bonds, so even in the future we can have that like team bond where we know where the other person's going to go and what they're thinking.
What do the freshmen, what have they brought to the table this year? What freshmen should we look out for in this coming season?
All the freshmen have brought tremendous energy. Even the ones that started out quiet have become like role players where they're at now. So for example, Julia Scales, she's probably one of the most aggressive freshmen in the conference, I'd say, and she has really good footwork in the paint and all that stuff.
I think Julia, she's a true hooper. Like, she's going to go hard 100% of the time. She does not care what the score is. She doesn't care who her matchup is. There have been practices where I brought in guys that play D1, D2 college basketball, and like she's gonna move them. Like, she's gonna push people around and she's gonna assert herself.
What have you been doing so far this year to make your year successful in your mind?
I just try to put in as much work as I can and try to step up because we don't have many seniors. So kind of step up as a freshman